Welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. Hey, it's the 6th of December 2017. It's a Wednesday. I've grabbed the OsHo ZeN Tarot again. It's my favorite. I was drawn to it again today. I'm just going to allow whatever cards to come up, and there's no defined number of cards. I'm just going to allow it to be what it wants to be. And straight away we have this energy, the six of rainbows in the OsHo ZeN Tarot. It's about stubbornness, really. It's about, and it's so funny, stubbornness come up for me before I started this reading, but it's totally me. I'm Taurus, and you know, I always used to try and tell myself I wasn't stubborn, I was determined, but oh my god, I'm super stubborn. It's funny, but this compromise is fully about, yeah. Look at their sinister faces. They're just looking really kind of sleazy, kind of wanting to get away with something that's giving me the same sort of energy as the Seven of Swords. It doesn't. Generally, in the standard deck, it's about philanthropy and generosity, but no, total different vibe in this deck. And we're breaking through the illusion, the Maya. We're stepping out of the shadows and into the light. With beautiful, innocent, curious, open eyes of awareness. I'm just going to allow the story to unfold. Whoa, and wow, look what just come up. Just mentioned it, similar energy. So maybe someone out there is becoming aware of their self-deception and their stubbornness, their inability to compromise. But the thing is with the inability to compromise, there's a point in life where you're like, no way, these are my values, this is what I feel like so much integrity about. And it's not stubbornness, it's just living with your own inner truth and your own sense of integrity, and not deceiving yourself about that. So what's true for one person may be complete madness for another, you know. I mean, this is every day, you know. There's people, not many people are going to understand you, and you don't need other people to understand you, so long as you are firm in your own boundaries, your own sense of integrity, sincerity. You can look yourself in the mirror and know that you haven't compromised your values and deceived yourself, and put on a mask for people to say, yeah, that's okay, you can treat me like that, when deep in your heart it's not okay. It's totally not okay. And there's a sense today that you're breaking through this illusion that you've allowed someone to deceive you, and maybe that you've compromised your own values in that respect. You're cutting through this illusion that's allowed this to happen in your life. You're getting to a point where maybe you need that sense of like firm, like digging your heels in like a Taurus, that stubborn nature that I have, you know, I can have. I like to play it down and call it determination, like I said before, but this is about that healthy sense of standing your ground, knowing your own value, knowing your own worth, and knowing that you don't need to fake anything. You're authentic, and you know what's okay for you may not be okay for someone else, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine. You don't need everyone to understand you. You can understand them, but it doesn't mean you can't put your boundaries up and say, yeah, well, that might be okay for you, but hey, that's not okay for me. So there's this fine line between deceiving yourself, deceiving others, compromising, or standing in your own sense of integrity and values today. And you're breaking through this. You're coming to understand that maybe this is what you've been doing, or this is what someone's been doing to you. Let's see what else comes up. Let's see which area in your life it could be to do with it. It could be to do with any area. It could be business, and you're feeling like, oh, the heaviness of this. the heaviness of needing to wear a mask, the heaviness of needing to hold back on your own truth, like feeling like you're compromising yourself so much and deceiving yourself about that, and it's feeling so heavy. It's going to erupt. Check it out. It's cracking. The earth is cracking. There's going to be a mad volcano here. That's heavy. That's overburdened. Overburdened. It must be so hard to not live authentically, to have a mask, because you got to keep making up stories here. You got to keep thinking, oh, what did I say? Because you're not living naturally. You're not living in the moment and free flowing with your own authentic expression. You've got this mask. You're acting. You've got this persona. It's a really difficult way to live a life, and I think it's the end of a cycle here. This is going to go because you've come to a new understanding about yourself. You realize that you've been compromising yourself by deceiving yourself. And therefore you've been deceiving others, but really you haven't, because so many people can see through masks. Excuse me. I mean, if you have any form of intuition, you can see straight through fake people. I mean, you don't even really need to have intuition. It's just a feeling, yeah. Right, let's see what else comes up. And there's the Five of Swords. So there's a sense of comparing yourself to others. It's the bamboo and the oak. Both are beautiful. Both are worthy. Both are needed. There's always going to be someone who's more beautiful, more talented, more intelligent, more spiritual, more whatever, athletic than you. We all have unique gifts to share with the world, and when we compare ourselves with others and always be looking for external validation, it's not a pure gift of service to the world anymore. It becomes a game that you're playing, a role that you're playing. When you come from this pure awareness of who you are and why we're all here as divine beings, you come to that own sense of inner truth. And you sit with this innocent, open curiosity and live moment to moment. The free flow of your expression will shine out. And there's no need to compare yourself with anybody else, because you're so connected to everybody. There's a sense of unity, that we're all connected and that we're all needed as part of the whole. If we were all the same, it would be so boring. And there's a sense that this is in your life because of conditioning. Fragmentation. We come into the world pure, innocent, Buddha-like, open, curious, trusting. And, the heaviness of society and the unconscious patternings that are created around us cause all this fragmentation, and we get to a place of fear where we're always comparing, looking outside ourselves for validation and comparing ourselves to others. There's no power there. And then compromising our values and putting on a mask, playing the game, doing what society's telling you to do. It doesn't feel good. It feels heavy. It feels so heavy. And there's going to be an explosion. Or there could just be a gentle epiphany, and you step through that veil of illusion, Maya. You leave the struggle and the suffering behind, and you realize that you're a divine being. I'm going to pull one more card. Come up straight away. And you leave all this heaviness behind. All this heavy, dark energy. All of this stuff, this mirror mark of the past gets left behind. This is all external stuff. And you get back to the pure innocence being present, open, curious, playful, light, joyful, loving, compassionate, how we came to the world. That's why I love hanging out with children. Like, oh my gosh, this is the energy. Playfulness, loving watching a butterfly fluttering by, not thinking of 100 things I've got to do next. Connecting with each beautiful, gorgeous, present moment and flowing with life. Not weighed down by it, not overburdened by it, not needing to pretend everything's okay when it's not. Knowing that we are all one, breaking through that illusion, finding liberation and freedom. Freedom in this innocence and awareness. Wow, powerful day today. Hopefully this resonates with someone because it came through really strong for me, so yay. I love all the summery sounds we got going on here too. Hope you have a gorgeous, gorgeous Wednesday, and I'll see you tomorrow.